Well, it's been a while since I've talked about Geats. I hope I still have that intro. Welcome to my big bulk Geats review, as the title of this video would probably be called. This is probably one of the last few times that I'm going to talk about this show, and kind of thankful for that, because since my episode 49 review of the show, a lot of my opinions changed. So is my rating, because for fuck's sake, this is the first time I ever rated a show and I thought that Geats should have gotten a B, and I'm actually saying fuck that, erased it from the records. Absolutely new and sealed rating is a fucking C. But I still hold the same problem as I already stated in my final show talk. There is no passion, there is no vision, there is no aggression, there is no fucking mindset in this middle half of the show. The quality of the writing just dropping down pretty much since the second half of the show. Specifically, the Yamato Grand Prix arc. The show almost became unwatchable. But do the movies and side special can help the show to pick it up to the rating that I foolishly gave the show because of the last episode. Like, why the fuck I gave it a B? It's not even a B. What the fuck was I thinking? This is the first time in history that Trash Talk was going to talk about a stage show. The stage show was stuck in the middle between like the end of the show and the summer movie. Nothing really happened. In this weird new world that Ace created, somehow, still, there are bad Yamato. So Ace and Tsurumi and the future folks decided to revive the DGP. Remember Zane talked about that in like the last episode? Yeah, that's the DGP they fucking made, because Ace is an ignorant fucking god that for some odd reason created a new world where everybody is supposed to be happy, but still fucking made bad Yamatos. We're gonna talk about Ace being a stupid god later. So when they revived the DGP, they decided to bring in only 3 fucking riders. Okay, like, I'm going to spoil it for a bit. Niram is very much alive, and it seems like that he's very much a producer in this DGP, so it fucking makes sense that they just brought 3 fucking riders back, aka Azuma, Keiwa, and weirdly still looking for love Neon. I thought the finale hooked up fucking Neon and Kyun, or it's just Keiwa slipping couple of yen to Yuya Takahashi, because he did say that he actually wanted Neon and Keiwa to hook up in the end. Is it just Keiwa's actor saying, hey Yuya, fuck that Kyun, right? And Yuya is just like, nah, okay, I don't know. So, pretty much, it says to all of you, never simp on your e-girl, because in the end, you're never going to get her. Because a weird, unemployed 24-year-old is going to take her from you. While the Clover Yamato is planning his revenge in the background. It's pretty much structured like an early episode of the show. There is a game, there is bad Yamato involved, and that's it. And we have cameos from 3 fan favorite writers. I put in air quotes. Sarah, which, okay, Kosei, he got a helmet. Like, the entry helmet never existed. Like, literally, when Seeker transformed, that helmet was CG. So they, like, made an entirely new helmet for him. Weird. And Daichi. Why?
Would you stop doing that? Just stop!
But seeing Azuma bully that fucker was fun. There is nothing really to say about. It was stupendously simple, and I was pretty much doing its job correctly of having the kids watch the cool, like, fight scenes on the stage before the boring parts for the adults to watch. And that is the actors talking about their time on stage and having the moms just ogle for Daichi. Because there is no fucking way that he's that much of a fan favorite. Maybe just the moms just love him. I don't know why. If you didn't watch it, you didn't miss anything. Like, the only, like, new forms they had is, like, Geats, try to get the hometown pop. Fuck you, Ace. You're not going to get the hometown pop. And Keiwa, using the Boost Mark II buckle for, like, 20 seconds. I never even got in, like, a fucking clear image for that fucking form. So, for the thumbnail, I just kind of went to DeviantArt and just found the picture. You're not going to even find it. It's so fucking small that you need to somehow get my original thumbnail and like fucking zoom it in. I don't know what to say. It's just nothing really happened. To the summer movie. The movie though, it's well, it's a Geats movie to be sure of. Okay. One of the first positives that I'm going to say about this movie, it took place in the end of the show. So, it's not like, oh my god, it's happening in the middle and I really need to start remembering shit that I talked about like years ago. It's like, oh no, it's just in the end, so you kind of need to remember maybe the last 5 episodes. You purely need to, really need to remember the finale, but it's like, ah, that happened. Great. Well, we are still continuing the same DGP from the stage show. Perhaps. Well, I don't really know, because the movie didn't really do a lot of explanation. K1 never used the fucking Boost Mark II buckle. What the fuck do you want from me? It's probably like a last minute decision that they just decided to do for the stage show. And they kind of didn't know about it because the movie was filmed way before the stage show was probably even conceived of. One of the others actually really nice points is when the movie was released, aka in the middle of the show. So that means there is no good guy Daichi, and already this movie is 100% better than what it could have been if they fucking had like a bad Daichi. But also that means there is no Nago fantasy, which is weird. It's like, how the fuck that works? Like, I get it. I get the movie was released before fucking Nago fucking like got her fantasy buckle. But it just feels so odd. It feels so odd. So the little DGP that could gets ruined by 2 criminal god killers. Yes, I said that. Like god killers. They were called god killers, but there are some sort of a reason why they're called god killers, and it kind of makes sense, so it's fine. And they're here pretty much to take Ace's powers and destroy the world. Well, you ask me, Mr. Trash, how the hell they're going to take Ace's powers? First of all, how the fuck? When did you start talking to me? Son, like, we have some boundaries here. Like, don't talk to me. Second of all, good question. Well, what they're going to do, they're going to split up the world / Ace into 4. All 4 fiends that makes Ace a god. I think. And that's pretty much the main plot of the movie. It's our main 3 riders and Tsurumi are transported to those different dimensions when they're going to meet a different Ace, which is not like the one that we know, while also going to be joined by cameos by actual fan favorite riders, until the 2 clowns get at least 3 different variants of Ace and get a new power. The entire movie is simple and really falls and really relies on the cast's talent, which kind of works. While it's weird for me because I really remember Tsurumi being like a better actress, but there are like specific lines that I'm like, fuck, that feels forced. It's like, why? Because like I genuinely remember Tsurumi kind of being like a very fun character. But like sometimes I'm like, like there is something off, and I don't know why. But the rest of the cast was great. Like Ace and Keiwa's actors were like the highlights for me, alongside Azuma, just mooing. What happened to Azuma? He starts just mooing. Like, spoiler alert for the Gachard film, he like moves way more than what I thought. The fuck happened to your boy? All you fucking Azuma dick riders. He's just becoming a weirdo that loves to moo. But like, in my opinion, the main credit kind of needs to go to Ace's actor, doing really well playing 3 different versions of Ace. How much, if you really boil it down, it's mainly he's really stupid, or he's really smart, or he's just regular Ace. But just he's a fucking weirdo. All of the fight scenes were a blast to watch, and the movie actually chose good writers to represent almost every era of the DGP. At least the semi-good one. Again, Yamato Grand Prix Beyond doesn't count. But, like, tell the truth, the poster kind of made them feel a lot more important, but they're merely cameos. They don't have that much screen time as you think they have. But to the slightly more disappointing parts of the movie, and that is Melo and Mela were barely in the movie, with a combined screen time of maybe 15 minutes. Maybe I kind of wish that the movie was slightly longer because fuck, they were like really fun and I found them really entertaining. Like they're a bunch of fucking future goofballs that decide,
well, I'm the Joker, baby.
Like the idea that they're streamers is kind of funny because like, they run their own DGP. But the difference is there is no participant. The participants are the people that are going to get killed. I kind of find it funny. I don't know. And just having their entire gimmick is just, let's see how fast we're going to destroy a planet, is comedically evil. I don't care. But I have like one nitpick. And that is in episode 45 when Ace and Keiwa had their very much a ripoff of Gaim and Baron's final fight in Gaim. We actually saw Melo and Mela in the show. And Mela was there in the cross Geats suit, which he doesn't get until the end of the show. Like, I get it. You probably didn't have the actor. So don't fucking film it. Because it doesn't make sense. Because if you think about it, like how the fuck he has it? Like the movie happens in the end of the show. So how the fuck that works? Now to the part that I hated the most. And that is the moment when both of our clowns start to explain to us more about the Yamato and the future where all humanity is just data, which makes everybody's theories about, you know, the future folks just being data and they're just plain avatars to be correct. But the reason they needed to become data? Because of a Yamato seed that destroyed the earth. So the Yamato that are in the DGP are based on real life event, and you fucks decided to leave that detail out of your fucking show. How? Like, how the fuck? You had an entire fucking arc that was supposed to be the Yamato Grand Prix, and you fucking decided to leave the fucking biggest part in this entire thing to a fucking movie. Fuck you, Yuya Takahashi.
You're going super mega ultra hell. There's no getting out of this, bro. You're done.
For this alone, this brought a show to a fucking C. Tell you the truth, right now, I'm fucking thinking about it. Fuck this shit. This gets a fucking D. Oh, fuck. Oh, I hate it. I actually hate it. But we did get a Gachard cameo, which kind of reflects its very early stages of production, because fuck, Hotoro is not that great in Akame, which it could be just Daybreak Gachard, but I don't believe it is. And I kind of wish that he would have just, you know, did more of that in the show, because fuck, Dan Hotoro seems like really fun, but tell you the truth, like some of Hotoro's mannerism kind of feel like regular old Hotoro, but I don't know, like, you know, telling the Yamato to come here is very much not very much a Hotoro move. While also fucking giving Grandpa Callo a fucking Kemi card. Where the fuck is Rina to slap him? Let's not forget, like, episode like 11 and 12 were very much based on, oh my god, someone stole fucking blank Kemi cards from the academy. Who the fuck is it? Hotoro fucking did that. The fuck? Is the sexy lady that partnered up with the Dark Free Sisters just a koi for Hotoro? Is Garyon actually is future Hotoro going back in time and just fucking things up? Also, now all the Geats writers are Kemis, because I don't get the oneness Geats fucking buckle. I don't get it. Like, how the fuck that works? Or like Ace is an alchemist now. I don't know. Once more, the movie was fine. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just had a really bad beat. Specifically, telling us more about the Yamato where it shouldn't have told us that. Fuck this shit. Let's just move on. But to tell you the truth, I never really had any interest of reviewing the summer movie. Like, I would have probably waited until like a big break. But after watching the fucking Niram special and the fucking Yamato Awakening movie, I need to talk about it. Let's go on to the fucking Gazer special. And let's start my fucking suffering. If you're new to my channel and didn't watch almost 2 hours worth of videos, I can write again how much I hate Niram. He was a dumb character that was incompetent, and then the writer's room, probably alongside Toei and Bandai, when they saw, you know, fucking Niram's character is getting popular, they decided to turn him face, getting killed by actually protecting one of the main cast characters, which was dumb if you are really thinking about the entire idea that, which was really dumb. But this character doesn't really deserve that time, so I'm just going to stitch in rants for my episode 48 review, when the character died, and my final show talk. Past trash tokus. You have the stage. Quickly Niram, that in my opinion tops as the worst character that Yuya ever wrote. I don't care. I think Thauser was better written than Niram. Niram's entire thing about realism and hating how Sul wants to reset the world is dumb, because in the JPG arc he wanted to reset the world already. So why are you now so upset about it? Why now you want to defy Sul? You are genuinely the dumbest character. I am actually happy that Niram as a character is gone, because I am sick and tired about ranting about this stupid ass character. Again, he could have done this a long ass time ago. And the only really good thing that came out of that scene is they actually said that my theory was correct. Tsurumi was made to replace Mitsune as the new goddess of desire. And Niram is the stupidest character in the show. He started off interesting, but when slowly we got to know his character, we discovered that he is the stupidest character in the show, from letting Azuma leave and take over the DGP and not even trying to recruit new riders into the DGP or even staffers to help them to bring back their stolen Vision Driver, because this is their reality, is fucking dumb. And let's not talk about his stupid face turn when he was defending Tsurumi, knowing that she was truly made to just replace Mitsune. I don't get people that like Niram. Genuinely, I can get any other person. Straight up, you can defend Daichi and I would get you. Bro, I would get Daichi fans. I would never get Niram fans. And let's talk about his So, you have heard, I never liked Niram from the fucking beginning. I was actually on top of the bandwagon from the beginning. Do you think that the special changed anything about my feelings towards this character? No. It actually reinforced it. Everything that was revolved around fucking Niram, specifically in this special, was pretty much, look at him. He's so much of a boy. He's such a good guy. Which felt more tacked on than when he turned face, because it felt like the show course correcting itself to tell us that he was always a good person. But like the Punk Jack special, it dove into the behind the scenes of the DGP, which I fucking loved. I hate Geats when he does that, because for fuck's sake, Geats, I'm sorry that I'm going to a rant about the show itself and not talk about the fucking special, but it kind of revolves around the special, but I think it makes sense. Geats is a show, it had a world that was so underdeveloped, but it could have been so dramatically, amazingly developed. I would have loved it, but no, they just decide to do all of the cool world building on fucking side specials. The Niram special, the Punk Jack fucking special could have been episodes if you toned down the violence and the drinking. It could have worked, but you decided not to do it. So yeah, like the special actually showed us how the DGP operates, with the producer actually choosing the time period and actually going to recruit sponsors and actually going to the supporters, and like the supporters like watch and observe like the timeline, and they like pick their riders and they actually choose their ID cores, that which I genuinely thought was just randomized, but it actually has meaning, and like each ID core actually has like special abilities, and each and every fucking rider core like is semi-involved with the person that actually gets it. Fuck you!
You're going to super mega ultra hell. There's no getting out of this, bro. You're done.
All of that was pretty much the best part of the movie. Now let's talk about the things that I didn't like, and that is Niram being the sweet little boy, because for some odd reason he just wants the DGP to be realistic, where people fight for their lives for a stupid wish, as stupid as the introduction to the previous navigator before Tsurumi, Miru, which serves 3 things to the story. Show us that Niram is a great guy and wants to do things towards the realism of the game. Give us a reason Niram's eating quirks and to die by the hand of the Yamato, building up to Buffa's V-Cinema. Yeah, she died. I'm sorry I glossed over that.
What's wrong with me? Why can't I feel? No. Is it gonna hit me now? It's gonna hit me soon, right?
But the movie / the show, which proves us that Niram was never supposed to turn good, but also Miru fucked what Tsurumi said about her being the second navigator. She said that in the show. Fuck that shit. Okay, let's actually kind of return to something more positive, and that is the introduction to Niram's superior. I think it's supposed to be Niramu. I think I'm saying his name correctly. I liked him because he operates completely opposite to Niram, because he sees the DGP as fiction. He wants his rider to fight big obstacles to obtain their wish, which I loved, mainly more because it kind of makes more sense, because they can just reset the world, so why not have some fun with it? And him having worked with Archimedel was an interesting take, and actually give us a reason why the fuck the Yamato are getting smarter and smarter, because he was the first supplier for fucking Archimedel for the ID cores. Another thing that could have been in the fucking show. Another thing that could have been added to the fucking Yamato Grand Prix arc. But let's not talk about that arc. Oh boy, I'm actually like getting hotter. Like I'm actually getting hotter. But again, let's talk about another character that I hate. Soul, like the dumbass that he is, he took it away from us. Like, as the like overseer of all of the Yamato, of all of the DGP, you waited that long? I'm sorry, didn't wait that long. I forgot Samus was there and she snitched on Niramu, but yeah, like he waited that long, or he just didn't saw it to just future endeavor him, which was dumb. Because like it would have been cooler like to see the riders climbing up a big obstacle and winning. But fuck this shit, let's not talk about that. But I did find his suit really neat. I'm going to talk about suit way later in the end of the video. But also, him having the Zillion driver doesn't make any fucking sense. Because you're telling us that the Zillion driver is very much a thing for only like for people that are very high on the food chain in the DGP. Why Niram has a vision driver? It's almost like this character never was supposed to exist, and they couldn't really do anything, so they kind of gave him a Zillion driver for no apparent reason. Fuck it. Thankfully. Fuck it. It had a good fight scene. It told a story. It was there. I was mad for most of the time, but I did like the cool little like stitch effect between this special and the Yamato Awakening movie. I felt it was actually kind of cool. Specifically like, oh, the Yamato weirdly eats the navigator. He eats her, but he eats her with like his fucking throat, because he doesn't really have a mouth, but fine. And from her actually like getting eaten and the Yamato being destroyed, a new seed gets created. So, after the fun mood of the stage show and the summer movie and the utter boredom of the Gazer special, here comes the sepia tone movie. So, my first reaction to those two things combined was this.
This has gotta be so devoid of any creative thought. May God have mercy on your soul.
At first, I was pretty fucking surprised that the show didn't call itself Kamen Rider Buff Explosion Rage. But after watching it, it was barely about him. Like the show, it never really gave him a big character development that actually flowed from arc to arc. He was one of the main characters, but he wasn't the main character, because the main character of the movie was the Yamato Queen and her child. After her husband got shot in front of both of them, so the queen goes on a rampage, while at the same time a god Yamato is wreaking havoc at the metaverse, and a silvered hair ace comes in to pass judgment on this time, trying to save the future. So, the main plot of the film is Future Ace trying to kill the Yamato Queen. It's weird to think that he thinks that the Yamato Queen is the Yamato God, but like, okay, I kind of get it. If you look at the silhouette, kind of looks similar. It's almost like they never thought about giving it a suit. while the rest of the crew are trying to protect them from killing her, while also figuring out who really is the god Yamato. I didn't like this movie at all, how much it done the one thing that I wanted the show to do the most, and that is have two Yamato actually gaining more consciousness and actually fully start developing emotions and real like faces and human likeness, and they actually starting to one get really attached to their human emotions and to humanity, while the other starts to hate humanity and start believing that humanity is beneath them, because for fuck's sake, it could have been an interesting story to tell in the Yamato Grand Prix, and it was a thing that I thought of since, I don't fucking know, since the beginning of the fucking Yamato Grand Prix. Like, I said it multiple times. It's almost like I think Yuya Takahashi or someone at the writer's room watched one of my videos and just copy and paste it. Because that was an idea that I had for a long fucking time. I should have loved it, right? But I didn't. Because here is the thing. I don't care about the Yamato Queen. Because she was barely a fucking character. When she started to get mad about her fucking husband dying without me really knowing them, why would I get mad? Why would I feel the same emotion that she's feeling? Because I don't know her. Genuinely. They try to really enforce this, oh my god, maybe she's the good guy, maybe she's the bad guy. I was like, can you give her a character before you put her in a good guy, bad guy scenario? Because for fuck's sake, you did the same thing with Keiwa, but for fuck's sake, I'm going to defend Keiwa's being emo arc. At least like Keiwa had an actual reason to be kind of emo, and I kind of knew him as a character than the Yamato Queen. Like, they tried to give her a character, specifically giving us a reason to really like her, and that is with the flashbacks, which told us that she was born from the same seed that the Yamato kind of like exploded into after he ate Miru. But in the end of the movie, none of it really mattered. I kind of wish that this story was in the series, because maybe like with more time to develop, I would have genuinely cared. But for the movie, for a movie that should have been centered on one of the least developed characters of the main cast, it just stopped trying. I don't even care about the son. While the king was even barely a character, he was evil for evil's sake. He was cosplaying as a police officer and shot Gohan Green, the husband. And after that, he literally yelled that he did it for self-defense. What? Like, that was fucking dumb. Like, I have never been more fucking confused in my entire life. It's like, oh my god, it was self-defense. Huh? You needed to scream that? The fucking King Yamato was so fucking dumb. He was literally a suit to get some sort of a triple rider kick from our three slightly secondary riders to ace, and have Azuma actually be more competent against, because hey, we need to somehow promote that final form for Azuma. How much tell the truth, thinking about it and watching an interesting like short video about Jump Machine fucking Buffa, it does kind of makes more sense to the story of the show. But like, yeah, I think Explosion Rage as a form should have been his final form. But yeah, let's not talk about anything. And also, just let me add to that, Daichi was in the end the ultimate villain, because again, as I stated slightly before, he was the one that grew the King and Queen Yamato, while Archimedale was a dumbass because he had it from the fucking beginning and did absolutely nothing about it. Sorry, now let's move on to Azuma. It was strange because this movie kind of remembered the JPG arc, with him slowly turning into a Yamato, where the show straight up dropped that when he got his Jump Machine form. Fucking the show dropping it and never mentioning it again. It's weirdly all of the shit that revolves around Azuma, all of the shit that just kind of gets dropped, it's weirdly revolving Azuma. The Jamashin form, him being a Jamato, fucking twin command, because for fuck's sake, he still somehow has it. Fucking talk about it. But tell you the truth, like, he was like the perfect character for this movie because, oh my god, the main plot of the story is are the Yamato can coexist with humans. So he was like the only character that can actually do that. Again, as a character, he was nothing out of the ordinary. As I stated multiple times, Azuma as a character needed more TLC from the writing stuff, and I thought that this movie would have been it. But fuck, it didn't really do a lot. But hey, at least he got some cool fucking fight scenes with the King Yamato and fucking Doom Geats and like the two fucking like Yamatos. Yeah, like that's it pretty much. But he did get a lot of nice scene with like the Yamato kid. Like that was nice. And like how much I say that Azuma as a character is poorly developed, because he really felt a lot of his character development kind of felt disconnected and not up to par to other characters in the show, even if you really think about it. But I can kind of see that he actually would able to grow to the person that he is in the movie. A person that wants everybody to be happy. But I'm not happy because Beruba returned, giving us the explanation that we already knew from the summer movie, just with the addition of the God Yamato and the name of the 3D reality being the metaverse. I'm just saying, fuck, I'm trying to say metaverse like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but it doesn't help. I am not a professional actor by trade like Will Sasso, but also she has a stick that has a bunch of like Yamato G's on it or something, and she actually tries to fully activate Azuma's Yamato genes. But with the help of Ace, he turns it into a new black hole. But hey, Niram can be dead now.
Like you guys have got to be kidding me.
That's the line. That's the thing.
Yeah, Vivi had some like fucking.
That's great. While also that means Kekerai's still alive. So I'm pretty happy about that. But the other thing that I am actually kind of happy about is Doom Geats. Fuck, I love seeing dickhead Ace coming back, getting one with an actual reason to be evil. Like, I am actually surprised that I would say sex pests, because they are, and I sadly needed to watch their review about it, say that he had no reason to be evil. But he actually has a reason, because with him understanding that the Yamato would always destroy Earth no matter what, and all of the people that you fought alongside died, and you have the power to stop it, yeah, I would have a fucking reason to go full scorch Earth. Let's just kill the Yamato mode. Fuck the child. Which is kind of funny. Like, that was great. Like, his entire, like, nihilistic view of, like, fucking screw the mother, screw the child. They're the one thing that stops humanity from living a better life. Fuck them. Fuck those two fuck those two creatures. It's 2 against billions. Doesn't matter. Like, fuck. I wanted this movie to be an hour longer, because it could have been such a more interesting movie to have like Doom Geats as kind of the main villain of the movie fight like against Ace, and we actually get kind of like Ace and like future Ace actually have like a kind of like a debate about their ideology, and maybe kind of see each other in their own light. That could have been interesting. Like, I absolutely loved it. But in the end, both the Queen and the King Yamato died, and we finally discover who was the God Yamato. It was the child. But it doesn't really matter, because oh boy, the child God Yamato is fine now, because Azuma is going to take him in and it's going to be fine. But also, if you really think about it, kind of fucked up the timeline, because that means that the god Yamato would not actually like go scorch Earth and just destroy Earth. So that means Ace doesn't become a god. Are we in a fucking time paradox? Ah, for fuck's sake, we are in a fucking time paradox. I'm not going to talk about it. So this movie was just...
It's giving mid.
It's serving dog shit.
This movie just felt like the fucking, like, straight up second half of the show. They tried to cook, but I'm fucking sorry. This was bad. This was genuinely bad. This was literally, let me cook. And it's like, bro can't cook. Never let him near the oven again. And also, there is one thing I kind of forgot about talking about specifically in the Gazer special, and that is they don't create virtual realities. Yes, they actually time travel, which is fucking dumb. It's even more dumb because you could have done it from the beginning and you could have stopped it. And I get it. I genuinely get it. Probably like the metaverse is fucking nice. And it's probably amazing to live in Zox's world because everything is just what you want. But like you can't say that you want a fucking like I hate this. I hate this so much. I hated the movie. I hated the side special with Gazer. I think like overall like this movie ruined more of the show for me than anything else. I don't give a shit. Geats is getting a fucking F. Geats is getting an F. I don't remember being that fucking mad. I am actually fucking befound by myself. It's like, wow. This is, I think, the most mad that I've ever gotten in a review. I absolutely believe this review was fucking incoherent as hell. And for all of you that watch this video, good fucking luck. Oh my god, like, I have never been more disappointed in a show in my life. Because of that, I'm so mad. Because of that, I'm so fucking harsh on the rating. Because here's the thing. Saber was bad. Saber was bad, but like Saber was like mid bad. It was like run of the mill. Revice was okay. Like Gachard is okay right now. Fucking 01 had like the biggest problem of it was very much the pandemic kind of ruining it, while also the Thouser arc being kind of mid. But like Geats had a great fucking beginning, and it just dropped down slowly and slowly and slowly, and nothing fucking stopped it, and no one fucking even tried to save it. So yeah, Geats is now an F. Geats is the fucking first F rating that I've ever given to a fucking show. Congratulations, Geats. So, we got some forms. You wanna talk about them? Let's talk about them. Let's start with Geats. I think it's supposed to be like Tokyo form. How the fuck they call that? Let's see. I think it's supposed to be Tokyo form. Like he got like 3 forms for like each and every kind of like area in Japan, if I'm correct. So it's Osaka, Fukuoka, Nagoya, and Tokyo. The Tokyo one is specifically the one that it was actually like shown in the final stage show. It's just like, I truly believe, yeah, it's just like the Magnum part being repainted. It's fine. Like, I don't know what to say in exception. It's fine. While like Boost Mark II Tycoon is sadly just like the Boost Mark II suit with a new Tycoon helmet. Like, I wish there were more like Tanuki elements to it. But yeah, Cross Geats is actually like really cool. It's mainly just like the fucking like a Geats 9 helmet, and pretty much it's just Vulcan like long wolf, like I think mostly like the chest armor and some painted stuff from like a Volcano. But it's really cool. It's literally the inverted color scheme of Geats 9, while we got Geats 1S. First of all, it's kind of the first time that like we actually got different, like we got like the Mark III like on the leg side, which showed us that it's just the like regular ass fucking Geats 9 armor. Like, kind of wish that it would have maybe be like a Boost Mark 1 just repainted white, while like the head is actually cool. Like, I don't care. It's actually like a really cool looking like suit. Yeah. And for the Gazer Special, we got Gazer Zero. Hey! It looks really fucking cool. I like the muffler. It's very much an Ichigo homage. Literally, when he transforms, the armor that glows up in cyan as a nod to the original Ichigo suit. Hey, it's, I think, now one of the best like supervisor suits in the show. Fight me. Also we got like Gazer Yamato. That's cool. I like it. I don't know really what to say. I think Gazer Yamato looks kind of neat. I kind of forgot about Gazer Yamato. While for the movie, we got Doom Geats. Doom Geats is just a recolored Cross Geats. There is nothing special about him. Like, the color scheme is fucking great. Like, the idea that it's literally black and gold is amazing. And Azuma finally got his final form in Plosion Rage. Plosion. Are you interested to know what the fuck Plosion means? Let me actually read you what is a Plosion. A sudden release of air. Fart rage. I'm gonna leave. But fart rage. Plosion Rage is a nice suit. It's pretty much a combination of like monster legs, one of the fucking like armor pieces, I think of like not Shinobi, how they call them, the Fuma from like the X8 movie, and I think like the shoulder pieces of like I think Twin Command, and like the headpiece is kind of like a combination of Twin Command and like Drum Machine Buffa, while having the, I think it's like the weird like shield thing that Gamdeus had. Yeah, like I don't know what to say more in exception to it looks good, and all of those forms are practically the only thing that was nearly perfect in the show of Geats. Geats is a show that looked really cool, but disappointed in the long run. I'm sorry if you expected me to come in and rave about Geats, but if you're old to my channel, you know what I think about Geats, and you know that I don't like it. If you're new, I'm sorry that this is our first interaction about Geats. Didn't like it. Sorry. So yeah, what you thought about everything Geats. That is not the Gotchard special, because I'm going to talk about that later. I couldn't really write the script about it. I did watch the movie. I'm just going to probably rewatch it very soon. But yeah, what you thought about all of the Geats shit? Comment below, let me know. If you like the video, smash that fucking like button, because I fucking need that mental support. Also subscribe to my channel. Please, I need it. It would support my mental health. Thank you very much. Have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.